Ryan Companies is using BuildingConnected to solicit bids and share bid documents for projects. When you receive a bid invite through the BuildingConnected system, it'll look like this. It'll list the project, and you'll have this button here to choose View This RFP. There'll be quick links for you to let us know whether or not you'd be bidding the project. There's project details as well. And down at the bottom of the email, there's also client details in regards to who at Ryan Companies is going to be your main point of contact. So if you follow the View This RFP link, that will take you directly into BuildingConnected if you already have a login. If not, you'll need to create a login. When I get into the system, I'm automatically prompted whether or not I will be bidding this project. You can close that and acknowledge that yes, you will be bidding, or no, you will not, by clicking on either button. So let's say we're going to bid this project. As I look through these tabs at the top, I can find all the information about the project. There's an overview, a contact information on the right, information about important dates and deadlines regarding the bid, and project information here. There's a Files tab, which will contain the bid documents. You can choose the files that you'd like to download by clicking on the boxes to the left and doing a bulk download, or you can choose them individually and download them one at a time. If at any point in time you realize that you're not going to be able to bid the project, you can change your status by clicking Change Status and then Not Bidding or back to Undecided. There's a Messages tab as well, so if you need to contact someone at Ryan Companies, you can click New Message, ask your question. Will the bid due date be extended? You can drag and drop and attach files if your question is about the scope of work. And then you can click Send down at the bottom and know that Ryan Companies will receive an automatic notification that there's a message waiting for them to respond to. The last tab is the Bid Form tab. We are now collecting bids using the system in lieu of Excel. So if I click on the Bid Form tab, I'll see the breakout that the Ryan Project Manager has described and outlined for our scope of work here, which is tile. There's some main sections to a bid form. There's a breakouts and unit cost, in which you may be prompted for a quantity and a unit price. The Ryan Project Manager may also provide you with a quantity and be solely requesting a unit price. And you'll need to enter the requested information into the cells given. BuildingConnected will do the math for you in regards to your total. And as you scroll through these line items, you'll notice that there's an asterisk on the left. The asterisk implies that this is a required question and you must fill out the requested quantity and unit cost. If you don't and you go to review and submit, you'll be prompted to fill out these fields before you're able to submit your bid to Ryan Companies. Once you get through the described breakout from the Ryan Project Manager, if something is still missing and you'd like to add a line item, you can click Add a Line Item. And you'll be given a box to enter the price that associates with that line item. This will all be summed up and you can see your base bid value here, which is what the project manager will also see only after you review and submit your bid form. There may be more questions in regards to your scope of work, such as prompting for equipment or material lead times, shop drawing preparation, and installation questions. Provide the appropriate response in the text box or click yes or no in regards to the question you're prompted for. If you need to add an item, you can click Add Scope, and let the project manager know that you have included something within your bid, or maybe you've excluded something bid. You'll want to scroll through the remaining portion of the bid form to get familiar with the scope of work that we are asking you to cover as you put together your bid. So there's a scope-specific clarification section where there'll be details about your scope of work. And then there'll also be a general acknowledgement section where we'll be asking you to mark yes or no as to whether or not you've reviewed and agreed to the following bid documents. These bid documents will vary project to project, but you can usually expect to see a copy of the Ryan Standard Subcontractor Agreement posted as a bid document, the Ryan Project-Specific Insurance Requirements, a Division 1 specification that's prepared by Ryan Companies, and then in addition, using the BuildingConnected system for bid forms will also be part of this acknowledgement section here. You can click Mark Yes to all questions as a shortcut, or you can toggle through each and note what is the appropriate response for your bid. You may be also prompted to provide labor rates for certain labor type. Clicking into the field and entering the hourly rate is as simple as typing in the number that is appropriate. And then you'll also be asked to provide minority, women, and disadvantaged enterprise contributions in the certification section. Ryan's goal is to award 10% of the total contract value to minority, women, and disadvantaged enterprises. Read through these questions and mark the appropriate response as it pertains to your company and your enterprise status. Last will be a disclaimers and clarifications section where we state important information about this project that may or may not affect your bid. Read through the disclaimers and clarification section to make sure you're familiar with what's expected of this scope of work. At the very bottom of the bid form, there's a notes section where you may optionally add maybe inclusions, exclusions, or statements to clarify and help the subcontractor better understand your bid. You're also able to upload any supporting documents that support your proposal by clicking Upload a File and browsing to the appropriate location within your system. Once you've added all of the information, you can review and submit. I'm going to click that now, and you can see at the top here, it automatically brought me up to the questions that I did not respond to, but I must respond to. So I'm going to quickly put in an accurate, appropriate amount for these questions. I'm going to scroll through my bid form one more time to make sure that I haven't missed any other important questions. And now I'm going to review and submit again. I'm given the opportunity to look over my bid as it will look to the Ryan Companies team. So you can scroll through, and when you're confident in your proposal, you'll click Submit. Your bid has been submitted, and Ryan will receive a notice that the proposal is now in our hands. If you need to create a bid revision, you can simply click on this Revise Bid button. And you'll be given editable fields again to make changes that are necessary for your proposal. Once you click Review and Submit. You're given another opportunity to review your proposal. And then by submitting, Ryan Companies will be notified that a proposal is now in our court to review. As you work through your proposal, or maybe a revision to your proposal, it's important that you know BuildingConnected is automatically saving your work. So if you need to step away or you need to head home for the night before you submit your proposal, you don't need to click a save button. It's automatically saving it, and you are free to leave your screen, shut down your computer, come back tomorrow, get into your project, click on your bid form, and all of your work will still be there. If Ryan Companies has contacted you to clarify your scope of work and your proposal, it may require a revision to your number. Log into BuildingConnected and click on your opportunities, and then choose the appropriate project and scope of work. And you'll see at the top that you have the option to revise your bid. Click on Revise Bid, and now click on Create a Revision. This will bring up the bid form and all of the fields necessary or associated with this bid form. Make the necessary changes to your quantities or your pricing. Review your bid form, and then click Review and Submit. You'll be prompted to answer any of the questions that you may have forgotten that are required. Go through and respond to all of those. And then click Review and Submit. You're given one more opportunity to look over your proposal before it's sent to the Ryan project manager. And if you need to make an additional edit, click back to edit. Otherwise, if it's ready to go, click Submit. Ryan Companies will be notified that you've submitted a bid revision, and they will be in touch if they have further questions.